Hey, family. Hey, come on in. Thank you for coming in. Who's that in the house? We're going to talk a little bit. You guys, we going to have to talk. I'm trying to find the live. It don't come on like it normally do. It just don't. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? How you doing? What? Hey, Sharon Wright, how are you? Hey, Catherine. Shan, Shanda, how you doing? I still can't find the live. Hey, good morning, Papa. I kid you not, I can't find it. Danielle Taylor, how you doing? Good morning to you. How you doing? I can't find the live to save my soul, you guys. I'm trying. It's doing some stuff. There we go. There, we got it. Okay, let me see. I'm sorry. I got something to share with you guys. We're going to talk about the Braylen Noble case this morning. First of all, thank you guys for showing up this morning, this Sunday morning. I just got off work, been doing a little bit of research, got something to share. I want to ask everybody in the family to hit those thumbs up as you come in. Please just do so. We're going to talk about Braylen Noble. Nobody's been talking about Braylen Noble. We're not going to forget about Braylen Noble. Actually, we've got something to share that I want you guys to put into your thinking today. Like I said, everybody else just waiting for information. We go over and over and over information that's already out there. So I just want to share some things with you. Actually, let me go get this stand so I don't have to hold this phone. I don't have to hold it. Papa, you going to work this morning? Hey, Crystal, Sharon, Kathleen, Shonda, Debbie, Freddie, Amber, Adrian, Capri, Danielle, June, Barbara, Jenny, Joyce, Nisha, Paula, Maggie, Ruby, Sharon, Yip Yip, Robin, Brittany, Sonia Watts is in the house. Thank you, Sonia Watts, for showing up. Girl, you know, Mika is in the house. Myrtle's in the house. Abigail, Sally Connor, how you doing? Tiffany, Amber, Zan. My girl Zan is in there. Hey, Audrey, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. You guys, we're going to get off into a conversation today. Um, we're not gonna talk about Italia and Vinny today. That'll be Monday night. They used up all our time. We ain't got time until the 29th. It's okay. But that's on the StreamYard, but that's okay. Wanda, how you doing? Sharon, how you doing? Audrey's in the house. Jenny. Tori is in here, purple and gold. Let me see. Yeah, girl, Miss P is in the house. Barbara Salisbury, Tori, Sharon Wright, Purple and Gold. Andrea Maxwell is in the building. You guys, we got 64, 65 in the house. I know y'all going to be coming on in. It is 10 o'clock a.m. Central Time here. Say what now? A ear pick? A Q-tips? No, I don't. Dolores is in the house. Margaret and Amber Riley. Amber Riley says, I'm 45 minutes southwest of Toledo, and nothing new has came out. The coroner's report still haven't came out. Well, Amber, I got something to share with you. And Miss Patchen, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. My dog is doing a super chat. Thank you. Thank you. So, I probably need to, first of all, you guys, we're 6 minutes into this hour. Give thanks to Nora's Authentic Designer Handbag. Make sure you guys go to Nora's Authentic Designer Handbag. The link is in the chat, www.tracy.com/Nora's915 closet slash closet slash Nora's915. That should be always the first link that's come up. And it is. Andrea Maxwell put it in there. There it is. It's www.tracy.com/closet slash Nora915. If you go over to Nora's closet, you guys, make sure you stay in her closet. It's easy to defer yourself into somebody else's closet, and then you guys are coming over here saying, hey, I just bought something and you didn't get a discount, or hey, I just bought something and I'm waiting on it. You didn't buy it from Nora's. It's gotta, you'll know it's Nora's because you have to stay in the closet. You guys know how it is. It's almost like when you go to Amazon, they show you all kind of things. Some things is on Amazon, some things is individuals that's selling things on Amazon. You, you, everybody understand what I'm saying? Say yes, say yes, say yes, say this. Didn't you work last night? Brenda, I did, and it was a terrible night, but everything's all good now. It was terrible. I lost some money, but I found it this morning, but I had to go to work not knowing where it was at. So, and then I went to work late because I took me a nap. We all fell asleep. Me and Papa slept, and he woke me up, and it was too late. I was already late. Bless, get some sleep. No, we got to talk about this Braylen Noble case, Brenda. Nobody's talking about Braylen Noble. Nobody's talking about Braylen Noble. And I want to share something with you guys. Okay? Let me get this stand so I don't have to hold this phone. Y'all say, well, why you wasn't prepared? Well, I can hold the phone, but I prefer if I wasn't holding the phone, and in that way, I could share something with you guys, if that's okay with you. I'm not going to probably stay on here long, because what I need to share with you, you're going to have to do a little research to see what I'm going to tell you is true or not. You see the thumbnail as you came in? Did everybody see the thumbnail as you came into the building? I'm thinking about him constantly. I think about him. I think about him. Go and get your phone stand. Okay. I'll go get it. Hold on. Hold on. Now, I'm definitely not going to sit down, Should. What you doing, boy? Okay. My daughter gave me this stand. She say, I could turn on the light, but I won't. Now, now. God, my hand. My hand just cramped up. Okay. Let me turn this. Dang, my hand just cramped up. Good morning, big girl. How you doing? Good morning. Okay. Whew. Okay, first of all, I think about him constantly and check for updates every day, praying for justice. Okay, I got something to share with you guys. Make sure you guys, the links in the chat, the people that sponsors this channel, the Top Design LLC, you guys could check them out. If you look at to buy t-shirts or make your own, custom made, they'll help you make your t-shirts. They got some low prices over there, and you get a discount if you mention that you're from this channel or you sponsor this family with the Warriors for Children, W4C. And then you got Vanetta Ferguson. She's a part of this family also. You're looking for art design. And if you're looking for headbands or masks, she makes some handmade. She got some coming my direction. You guys, she donated some of them so I can give them away to you. I'm going to keep one for myself. I'm just letting you know. Ain't no shame in my game because I've been wanting to wear my headbands. I like headbands. So, this one right here is a mask also. I'm just letting you know. And I can tie my hair up with it too. You got to wash it. You don't want to break out. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. But this one right here is one of my favorites. The ones that won those sleeve masks or whatever they call. I think it was like 3 or 4 people. You know what I'm talking about. It wasn't no cheap thing that you was getting. You thought you was just getting a little bitty thing, but you know, you got it. Your girl took care of you. I know. I know. Here we go. Okay. And yes, feel free to call in if you would like to. And please remember to be respectful. You guys, we're going to talk about the Braylen Noble case because nobody's talking about Braylen Noble. Everybody's like, we got to get some more information. There's enough information on his case that if you go back and just, analyze some of the things that's been put out there, you can pretty much understand some of the things that's going on. So, the thumbnail that you guys seen, I know you was probably wondering, why did SP make thumbnails? I make thumbnails so you can have somewhat of understanding of the concept of the content that we're going to bring on that hour, okay? And I can guarantee you, they always match up with what we're talking about unless we get off track or something somewhere. So, the theme or the topic today is, what is the name of the thing? I'll say that again. What is the name of the thing? Do anybody in here, other than one particular person, because that person was doing research with me this morning, knows what I'm talking about? So I don't want that person, and that person know who she is, to put in the chat, what is the name of the thing in the Braylen Noble case? Okay? What is the name of the thing? Yes, purple and gold. What is the name of the thing? Do anybody else, other than one particular person that does a lot of research with me, can tell me? Tori said, it looks like the Family Feud to me. Yes, it does. Because you're right, Tori. The Family Feud. This is the family. And we're getting ready to go off into what is the name of the thing. Patricia says the hammer. Amber says his cord. What is the name of the thing? Anybody else? Nope. It's not the hammer. It's not the cord. The whole case. No. Brittany says the whole case. Tracy says the pool. The pool. No. What is the name of the thing? The pull up. No. Taking it to the streets. No. The window. The cigarette. No. Drugs. No. The pamper. No. Okay. See, I wanted you guys the keys. No. So the clothes. The mama. No. No. Good morning, Stephanie Paul. How you doing? The car, the cart? No. The mom? No. Love? No. Now remember what I said. What's the name of the thing? The thing can be a person, place, or thing, or ideal, or action. What is the name of the thing? The 911 call. We are going to talk about the 911 call, Tracy, but that's not the name of the thing. That is a part of the subject. But we are going to talk about the 911 call. The brother, no. The maintenance man, no. The investigation, no. Okay. Because this is kind of like, what's the name of the thing? Isn't that what they do in like the Family Feud? They say, what's the name of the thing? And then you got to name all the things. But we're talking about one particular thing. So Tori says Braylen's father. Tori says Braylen's father. That is part correct. You're close. Braylen's father. It could be Braylen's father. 777 says, I can't say anything. Why you can't say anything? 777, you was on the phone this morning, but in the actual research, you was not on the phone at this particular time, 777. The house, the golf cart, the grandmother 911 call, the motive, the jail, the decomposing of the body. Sally, the decomposing of the body is a thing? What's the name of the thing? The decomposing of the body? Would that be considered a thing? The decomposing of the body? The grandfather? No, the baby? The baby? Mary, would the baby be a thing? I'm asking you guys. The pool object they use? No. Tiffany said Braylen. Would Braylen be the thing? Tiffany, would Braylen be the thing? Okay. Tiffany. Let's stay with Tiffany, you guys. Okay. No more the whole baby, the grandfather, the reason. Let's stay with what Tiffany said. Let's stay with what Tiffany said. Braylen. Let's stay with what Tiffany said. Braylen. What's the name of the thing? Would anybody in their right mind know, Don? Tiffany got it. Braylen. Is Braylen a thing? I need to know. I knew my dog was going to do this. He likes to come over here and then he likes to start doing the super chat. So would Braylen be a thing? Why would Braylen be a thing? Him jumping out the window, laying on his feet. No. Would Braylen be a thing? He is a person. Person, place, or thing. Okay, shit. Calm down. This is the thing that caused his death. That is the thing that caused his death. No, he's a baby. He's a person. Okay, the playground. No, Braylen is a person. Okay, so we have supposed to be two people in the apartment. Okay, we are talking about what happened on that particular day. Anybody remember what day it was? Nope. Tiffany got it right. She said Braylen. Sure got the answer. He wants to listen to this one. Mess. Okay, I told you guys. Tiffany is either the father, and I can't remember who said the father, or Braylen. We're talking about a thing. What's the name of that thing? Braylen is a human being, a person. Exactly, Jennifer. You're right. Now, before you get mad at me, because I'm saying, what's the name of that thing? And then somebody said, Braylen. And I said, Tiffany, you're right. Now, I'm only giving you what I know. Think about it like this. What's the name? If someone came to you and said, Queen Victoria Owens, what's the name of that thing? The first thing you're not going to think, you're not going to think that they're talking about your baby. You're not going to think they're talking about your grandchild or whatever. I can give you an example. I'm going somewhere with this. Just hold on, okay? So I'm gonna say Sonia Watts and I talking on the phone, and she says to me, she says, "Hey SP, what's the name of that thing?" I'm definitely not gonna say, "Are you talking about Pooh Bear?" Cause see, that's kind of like a disrespect for you to call my child a thing. Wouldn't you guys think that's a disrespect to call Braylen a thing? Wouldn't you think that would be very disrespectful? Please put a 1 in the chat if you think that's very disrespectful to call that baby a thing. I just want to know. Brittany said very disrespectful. The thing is his death. So Patricia says the thing is his death. Brenda says, yeah, calling that baby a thing is very disrespectful. I said the father because I'm curious to know what dad, number one, wasn't in the Chelsea. Tori, okay, let's stay with the thing being dad too. Everybody saying, yeah, yeah, calling that baby a thing is very, very disrespectful. Would you think that, okay, how many How many of you in here have grandbabies? How many of in here have a grandbaby? Put a 2 in the chat if you have a grandbaby. Okay, you got grandbabies? Do you ever call your grandbaby a thing? Yesterday was my birthday. Hey, happy birthday, Karen. Have to go catch you on the replay. Yes, we just get started, Joyce. Don't worry about it. Just stay right on in here. No, 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 ma'am. No, no way. To never, never, no, never, no. My grandbaby ain't no thing, Sonia Watts said. My grandbaby ain't no thing. Okay. So I want you guys to hear something. Okay? And I want you to explain it to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I wish somebody would, Wanda said. Nope, never. Okay. I want you to hear something, okay? I want you to hear something. Because I think we missed something here that I want you guys to hear. Let me look at my phone. It's about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Okay. Hold on. I gotta go back. I gotta go back 3 weeks. I'm 2 weeks in. We did a video. It's called Good Friday Morning. Let's talk about. And here's the video right here. It's right in the middle, you guys. We did a video. And it says Braylen Noble right in the middle. And in that video, look, in the video, listen, look. That one right there that says Braylen Noble. You see a lion's face. Do you guys not see a lion's face? But you also see Dejanay's face, right? Put a 1 if you guys remember that. Put a 1. Put a 1. You guys remember we did that video? Okay. Okay. That's when I was talking to people and I was like saying, you know, you know, I shouldn't be ashamed of myself. I go over these videos 200, 300 times sometimes. I just keep going over them. I go over, I go over information. I do it all the time. I do them randomly. They'll pop up in my timeline and I'll just go over it just because I just believe it's a sign from the Lord or whatever. Yeah, that's what I do. So for some unknown reason this morning, after I found my money, because it wasn't no little money, it wasn't like no $20, baby. I mean, I had lost a big lump sum. I didn't say nothing. I didn't even say nothing to Papa last night. I just went on to work. But after I found my money and I was sitting back, me and one of the family members, I said, let's go over some of the information in the Braylen case. And they do. But I reach out to certain ones at certain times because sometimes I know they get tired of me. They get tired of me going over the same thing over and over and over. I want you guys to hear what allegedly supposed to be the grandmother on her 911 call. She actually says, she actually says, what's the name of the thing? She doesn't call the baby a baby. She doesn't call him Braylen. She asks, when the 911 dispatcher asks what's his last name, she says, whoever the alleged caller is, which everybody want to say that was the grandmother, she says, what's the name of the thing? And the person responded by saying Noble. She does not says what's the name of the baby or what's his last name. So they actually was on speaker because they answered correctly. They answered correctly, but the dispatcher didn't ask her what's the name of the toilet or what's the name of the apartment. The baby asked what was the baby's last name. And the allegedly caller, supposed to be the grandmother, says, what's the name of the thing? I'm going to play it for you. Peculiar says, I'm confused. Just listen. Okay? It starts at the 50 minutes, at the 50 minute. If you go back to that video, you can go to any 911 call. I don't know where it is on any other because we were going over what we was doing that particular day. No, she was confused. How was she confused? How was she confused? The dispatcher asked her, what's the name, what's the baby's last name? She says to the person that's in front of her that's in the apartment, what's the name of the thing? She said, what's the name of the thing? And then the person says, Noble. What's the name of the thing? I'm going to play it for you so you don't be confused. I'm going to start it at 49 minutes and 55 seconds. Hold on. I got my earplugs on. I'm going to start it at 48 minutes and 55 seconds. Not the windows of these apartments. At the same time, somebody's saying, oh my God. The other person is saying, Braylen. Here it comes. Now listen. So the first person said, Dejanay. I don't care what nobody say. I just heard it for myself. She said, what's the name of that thing? She said, what's his name? She said, Braylen, B-R-A. She doesn't spell it right. Then she gets it right. And then she said, what's his last name? She says, what's his last name? And she says, what's the name of that thing? You guys, you guys, you guys, you guys, you guys, you guys, you guys. She said, I heard it plain as the nose on my face. I know. There's people in here talking about it's too muffled. It ain't. It. I'm sharing it with you. I heard thing, but I didn't catch the rest. Okay. All right. Well, see, let me find where the 911 call is where you don't hear me talking and you can hear the whole 911 call. Because we got that. We got it. I didn't look for it before then, but we got it. Trust and believe. We got it. Matter of fact, we got it marked somewhere. So she says, what's the name of that thing? And hold on. Still in high heel sand. What's emergency? They have a missing 3-year-old. Autistic nonverbal. 15, Gibraltar Heights. I mean 3415. I'm sorry, 3415. 3415. Gibraltar Heights. The person number? Yes. I'm sorry. Your name? Yes. Your name? My name is Bobby. Bobby is Bobby. Bobby is she white hair? Yeah. Black. Yes. Bobby can do nothing. We've been looking for him for over a good 30 minutes. He fell out his window in his apartment. You think he's hurt? I'm hoping he's okay, but we don't know where he is. Okay. And what was he doing, you know? What's his name? Oh my God. B-A-Y-L or B-R-A-Y? B-A-Y-L. B-A-L-E-N. And what's his last name? L-E-N. What's your last name? Noble. Did you guys hear it? I want to know, did you guys hear the same thing I hear? She said, she didn't even, okay, what's the name of that thing? Yeah, she said, what's the name of that thing? Loud and clear. Now, here's the thing. And I'm not talking about Braylen. I'm talking about the subject. Here's what I'm saying, you guys. No grandmother in her right mind is going to call that baby a thing. Not only that, think about what I'm saying. If I speak Spanish and you speak Nigeria and someone's speaking to me in Spanish or English, but I don't confer to what they said because to you on the phone, but the person over here answers, that means they either heard it, they had to hear what the lady on the phone was speaking. So that verify that the phone was on speakerphone, and that's why we heard 2, 3 conversations, because she didn't come out and say, she's asking what's his last name. She did not say that. She said, what's the name of that thing? And then the person answered and said, Noble. I just wanted you guys to know, I don't know, no grandmother would call her grandbaby a thing. Not only that, the phone was on speakerphone, and they all were hearing the conversation, and that's how she answered and said Noble, because the dispatcher asked her, what's his last name? And the allegedly grandmother said, what's the name of that thing? She said it. What's the name of that thing? She called her grandson a thing. If that was, everybody keeps saying that's the grandmother. That's not the grandmother. Now, okay, and if you don't believe me, you can go back and check anybody else who got the 911 call. She called, the caller called the baby a thing. I'm just saying. Now, do anybody understand that? Because, so we're all in agreement. Tracy said, that's messed up. And then they answered. Yeah, they answered with the right answer. See, if if I was talking to somebody that has that speaks Spanish, and I speak English, and somebody say, okay, SP, could you ask them where's the bathroom? And instead of me saying que toiletry, where's the laboratory? Because that's in Spanish, or que laboratory, 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 que laboratory. I say que automobile. If I say que automobile, I'm saying where's the car? And then they answer and say down the hall. That means you heard what they said, because that ain't what I asked you. I asked you, what's the name of that thing? And then they answered and said, Noble. You guys get what I'm saying? So put that into your equation when you get mad and say, she's, huh. What's the name of that thing? Put hashtag, what's the name of that thing? You guys got to understand, that's some really harsh words when you're trying to describe your grandson or your baby's missing, and the first thing come out of your mouth is, what's the name of that thing? Noble. His name is Brett. You don't know how to spell his first name, but you don't even, then you say his last name. Now, normally, and I'm just saying this is not trying to go off into my narrative. I'm just trying to say, usually when you're angry with either the father, yes, what's the name of that thing? When you're angry with the father, and or you don't like the father, or whatever, or you don't like men, or whatever have it may be. I'm just saying, they'll say something of the nature like sperm donor, you know, he's a thing, it's a it, or whatever. So they don't want to never speak on the baby's last name being whatever it is. But why would you do that? That's your grandbaby. That's his name. That's his name. I've seen people mad at others and call them a thing. Yes. What's the name of that thing? But why would you call a baby a thing? It's a disconnection feeling to me. Yes, Tori. Or if it's something that is no longer here in the living, so now it's not alive, so it's gone, and you could be talking about a thing because it is a corpse. But you're not going to say that. You're going to say, what's the name of that thing? I'm just saying. What's the name of that thing? It's, yes, after I put my hearing aids. What's the name of that thing? Yeah. How much longer on the results? My goodness, I don't know. He was already deceased. Yeah. Shonda. Yes. Look down on him. So sad. Yeah. What's the name of that thing? Yeah, because he can't speak. He can't tell you this. So you don't even call him a baby. What's the name of that thing? Noble, Braylen Noble. That's the name of that thing. What? Who talks about their kid, their grandbaby like that? Even my friends, I don't care if you don't like my kids, you don't call them no thing. I don't care. Sounds like resentment. Yes. What's the name of that thing? Like, he just jumped out the window. We can't find him. Oh, God. Whatever. They probably looked at him like a monster because of his disability. Amber, exactly. 777 said, I could smack her. Could she have been speaking on the baby's father? Could be. But with a child missing or hurt or you don't know where he is, why would you still have bitterness in your heart to put that on the child that's missing? What's the name of that thing? She did not say what's his last name or what's the baby's father's name. She said, what's the name of that thing? And the girl's like, Noble. Don says, Mom and the granny, the ones who did this, the rest of the family's covering it up. Yeah, very disrespectful. Some people doesn't deserve church. Why is it taking so long? No, they got it. Tori, they got it already. They had no connection to him. You're right. Whoever made that phone call, whether it was grandma, Shindy, or how you doing, or her friend, there was a disconnect there already. Already. That's how they talk white of him daily. I wanted to share that with you. I'm still stuck off where the dad is. He deceased. The dad, is he deceased? No, the dad is not deceased. Tori, the dad's not deceased. He's in jail. Braylen's father is in jail because they are ignorant. They may be bitter against the father because they felt he was. Uh-oh. Here we go. This is SP. Who's calling?
Miss Val from Bellflower.
How you doing?
Oh, okay. Sitting here looking at it. Is that Steve?
Yes.
Yeah, looking at that, I said, I put my hearing aid in because when you said that, I was like, do they think he was a little monster or something because he was nonverbal? I would never call my grandkids some things. And I do know all three of their names and know how to spell them.
Right. Right. Right.
Oh, my word. I'm a keep on looking. I said, I told you, black women are the best investigators.
Yeah.
So hopefully the FBI is going over those 911 calls because they need to get caught and picked up too.
Yeah. I don't think nobody would turn around and call their grandbaby a thing.
Oh, no, no. I mean, even my little girl, she couldn't walk. She had a large back. But you honestly think I would have called my baby a thing and would have been ready to hurt somebody. She couldn't talk yet. And she would scream to the top of her voice. And we were at my other sister's house for Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And one of my sisters, why is she crying? I said, because she wants to get out of the walker, but she cannot walk. I said, okay, let me take her home. And so at her service, I said, now you see why she was crying? My baby's in the casket.
Mm.
So I'm going to get on up and continue to look. Did you ever look at my book yet?
I haven't. No.
Okay. Well, I just asked, but I'm going to keep watching.
Okay.
So I can hear. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. A lot of these baby murders are the bitter baby mamas. It's cause the dad doesn't want to be with the mother, so they allow their no good boyfriends to abuse them. Yeah. Dejanay and Grandma going to pay dearly for Braylen's death. I heard that. And no matter how bad my grandson is, he'll come over here, you guys, and I'll say, go sit down, and he'll say, no. and I'm gonna whoop his little butt or whatever. And I may call him, you know, you bug-eyed it or something, you know, playing with him or something.
Okay, I'll be there after a while.
But I definitely ain't gonna go in front of somebody or speak of him in an ill will on no day. That's still my grandson. Especially he's missing. We can't find him. And then you're gonna say, what's the name of that thing? You guys think about it. Do I need to play it one more time? Because I know some of you are not going to go back. Okay. Peculiar says, play it again. Okay. I'll play it again. Oh my God. Mm. Did y'all hear it? Or did y'all hear my husband talking? He came in here so he can talk. She said Braylen in the other 911. I just listened to it. No, no, no. Peculiar. No. This is the original 911 call.
Clean out this ear of mine. Told the mom to see if she can clean out this ear. L-L-E-N. I don't think I asked her. What she used on Talana.
I don't hear the thing. What do you mean you don't hear the thing? Unapologetic me? What do you mean? I heard Braylen too. I ain't heard no Braylen. What are you talking about? I heard Braylen. What are you talking about? But I just listened to it. She said Braylen. Yes. Peculiar. I'm trying to, I'm trying to, we all need to be on the same accord. Listen to it.
Yeah.
I heard her say Braylen in the second time thing. Listen.
Store. You better pay my.
You need to go down a little further after she said, what's his name? Yes, she does say it's Braylen. I'm not debunking that. I'm not debunking that. When she asked, what is his last name? And then she's trying to say she doesn't know his last name. So she says, what's the name of the thing? I'm trying to let y'all hear it. Hold on. Nora's authentic designer handbags and more. And use your W4C and get your discount. Nora's link is down below.
emergency. They have a missing 3-year-old. Autistic nonverbal. 15, Gibraltar Heights. I mean 3415. I'm sorry, 3415. 3415. Gibraltar Heights. Apartment number? Yes. I'm sorry. Your name? Yes. Your name? My name is Bobby. Bobby is Bobby. Bobby is your wife or husband? Black. Yes. How is she doing? Okay. We've been looking for him for over a good 30 minutes. He fell out his window in his apartment. You think he's hurt? I'm hoping he's okay, but we don't know where he is. And what was he doing, you know? What's his name? Oh my God. Braylen? B-A-Y or B-R-A-Y? L-Y-L-I-N? B-I-Y-L. B-A-L-E-N. And what's his last name? W-E-N. What's my last name? Noble. Oh, God. Okay, I'll be wearing it.
Hey, honey.
Hey,
What, you finna go in my car?
yeah. Get this, see if you can get this ear cleaned out. Why are you looking like that?
Huh?
Why are you looking like
Cause I already told you.
What'd you tell me?
Huh?
What'd you tell me?
Everybody asking about information and stuff.
Oh,
Huh?
yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't listen to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't talking about that.
I know. But they always asking. You know what I'm saying?
And what mother?
Huh?
And what my mother?
I know. I know who it was. People. Anyway, you guys. I'm hoping that something comes up really soon. Yeah. I hope something comes up really soon because she says, I hear Braylen. If others hear the thing, that's okay. I just don't. Okay, I just don't. Oh, no worries. No worries. We're going to listen. We're going to keep listening. We're going to try to figure out what happened. We're going to still be asking questions. I'm asking somebody that's down there in Toledo to go and do a little bit more research, so maybe we'll hear something really soon. It's weird, and I'm gonna get ready to get off of here, you guys. It's really weird to me that in some cases they they arrest. Maybe they arrest because Trayvon Travion went in went ahead and said, "Yeah, I done it," or whatever, whatever. And everybody over here on this side in Toledo was like, they just shut down or something. That's what bugs me and irks me the most is soon as they find something and say, okay, we know you did it, then everybody wants to, well, the baby fell and I didn't know what to say and this, that, and the other. That's what disturbs me. All the lying and this is a whole baby and all the lying and stuff. And so I'm gonna be honest with you. I understand why Vinny was very angry because things are not making sense. And when you say you love this child and you got everybody wondering what happened to this child, the baby can't speak for himself. He's gone. Doesn't matter if you birthed him or whatever. He can't speak for himself. So we'll keep listening and we'll keep looking and we'll keep asking questions. You guys, that's all we can do. She keeps calling him it, and he seems to be dead at the time of one call. Maybe the police is trying to make a secure case, or maybe they are sorry. I live here in Toledo, and I was wondering, did COVID have anything to do with the case? You know, Monica, it could. It could. And everybody got scared about it, They didn't take when he was coughing or crying serious. It could. But could you even have mercy on somebody that they wouldn't tell? They wouldn't come out and say. Lily says, I'm 25 minutes away in Ohio. We will all go there for Braylen. Is the mother on the run? Could have been an accident, and I really think they panicked just by how they sound. Jeanette, off topic for a second. Rita received a ransom text for her daughter. Girl, what are you talking about, a ransom text? A ransom text? Jeanette, are you serious? You gonna have to call me. It's a feeling of disconnection. His family obvious didn't carry him. Hopefully they're going through things. LEN arrest will be made sooner than later. Now, when did she call him it? SP, do you know if anybody's name is Natalie? Because somebody calls the name Natalie in the background. Natalie? I don't know, April. Covering it up. But no excuses. It's about what's wrong and right. Tell what happened. Yes. She said yes. Yes. Well, tell us. Lily said, tell us. Wow, that's what I thought. An incident. There would be no reason for cover up, let alone all these people that are lying to cover up for someone. Jeanette, call in real quick so everybody can get the information. $7,000. Why would they say $7,000? There would be no reason for cover up. I don't think nobody's hiding the body because he was sick from COVID. They did something to cause his death. They did seem to care to me. Lies, lies, lies. They did seem to care. Well, the baby wasn't underweight. The baby didn't have bruises on him or anything of that nature. I don't know, you guys. I have no clue what could have happened to this baby. And then he come up missing. Because he came up missing. And then the story was like, he fell out the window. Then somebody, okay, this child must have had the worst, I say luck in the world. Okay. He's born. His father goes to prison. He has one mother. They're trying to raise him by herself. I'm thinking what it seems to me, and I'm just being honest. She was taking care of this child very well. Now, I didn't see him in no, designer this, designer that. He was clean. He was fed. He wasn't underweight. However she liked to keep his hair, that's on her. But you know what I'm saying? He wasn't dirty or anything like that. I wonder what could have happened to that baby. I don't know. I don't know. Because, maybe somebody flipped out or something. They cleaned up some things before they called 911. It wasn't no trauma to, like the Malia Bass. There was blood. I mean, it didn't matter how much they cleaned. They were gonna find that blood, even in the sink or something. They already knew. They already knew. She said, "I'm in the UK, you guys." Oh, Jeanette. Oh, okay. Exactly. You don't cover up an accident. He jumped out the window like the gingerbread man. Come on. Yeah, right. Yes, he looked good to me. Yeah, he looked very good. Very nice looking young man. He looked like his mama. Just pretty chocolate, and I couldn't even tell you guys, I know some people, I don't know what her background is, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you know why. I don't know what her background is. But it seems to me she had the baby in the right program. She was taking care of him and everything. I don't know why it is she would, you know, why lie and make up a story over an accident. God have mercy on that person who killed. But someone in that house knows. Yeah, right. Good afternoon, everyone. Late again. I've missed the whole thing. Yeah, we're just wondering, was that what we heard? Now, I listen and I listen and I listen and I listen and I listen. So maybe I listen too much or something. So when I start talking to y'all make me question stuff. Y'all do. Y'all make me question stuff. Y'all make me question stuff. And then I'll be sitting there going, what? That's why I'll go over it and over and over. No trauma, drown, or over medicated. It's hard though. Maybe she got tired. Maybe she did get tired. But I would understand it. Will understand if it's a normal cause of death. I want to know if drowning ruled out or not. How they rule out everything else but drowning. Accident or not, black folks scared of CPS. Gorgeous Goon says, accident or not, black folks scared of CPS. Yeah, they are. I always felt that she didn't do it, but know who did. Now here's something that I thought about. Maybe he did get a hold of something, and then once he got a hold of something, he was kept somewhere. But but to see if he would come back, like maybe they can make him, get it out or whatever. And then he went ahead and died. They didn't want to take him to the hospital. And then he just died. And then they didn't know how to say, hey, this happened 2 days ago, and we thought that he got a hold of something. We really wasn't for sure. We was watching over him and stuff, and he was over to his uncle's house or whatever. And he when he died, we were scared because he's dead or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. When is enough enough? All these precious babies being killed for no reason. Jennifer, it's going to keep on happening. The mother kept him clean and seemed to love him dearly. Yes, Regina, she did. And you know what? When something happens to these babies, I'm going to be honest with you. Some people, they lash out. I don't lash out. I don't. People may think I do, but I don't. I don't lash out at the mama. I just try to put something together. I may be right. I may be wrong. I'm just trying to try. My hearing ain't so good. My eyesight ain't so good. So I come on here and I say, hey, y'all, listen. Do you hear what I hear? Am I wrong? Am I right? We gonna disagree to agree or agree to disagree or whatever. I'm just trying to get some understanding why this precious baby is gone. Now all the clout is gone. All the running and chasing and trying to figure it out. They don't move to other stories because them stories are good. We click. I got 20,000. I get 16,000 or whatever. But you know, I still think about this child. I still go over the videos. I still go over all the audios, and that's what we're gonna continue to do until we get a little bit more information. Uh, I have had 2 interviews with someone. They spoke on it. To be honest with you, they spoke very highly of Dejanay. They did. They spoke very highly of her. They don't know her like she her best friend or whatever, but you know they spoke highly of her. Anyway, just go back over and listen to it. Maybe you hear it, maybe you don't hear it. We don't have to agree on it. I'm not angry with apologetic me or peculiar or whoever. You ain't gotta agree. I just I'd be like when I ask you a question, I'd be like, really? Because that's what I hear. I wonder how they gave the mother polygraph. Who said that she took one? My nephews. He fell out a second story window on concrete driveway to be found. That's okay. This is for clarification. Yeah, she said what Braylen last name. She said what Braylen last name. What Bray last name? She said what Braylen last name. Let me see. You say that. I don't hear that. Tell me. Tell me, family. I don't hear that. I do not hear her saying what's Bray's last name. Okay, maybe you guys are right. Maybe you guys are right. I just got through hearing it again. I'm sitting there going, I maybe need to listen to it again. She said, oh, I'm not angry. I'm listening to it again. Whew. I don't want nobody to call nobody no baby. What's that thing? What's the name of that thing? Whew. Tell me to listen to it again, SP. Listen to it again. I'm like, oh my God. Dejanay said they gave her multiple lie detector tests in her Facebook. I sent that to you a while back. Yeah, yeah, I know she said it, but I just don't put nothing past nobody. Why are all these cases so slow down? I really wonder. Well, it's weird because to be honest with you, the ones that's down by, more south, they get on them, and I don't know what's going on up east. You guys are more east. And I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Yes, what's Bray's last name? What was I hear? If you're telling the truth, one polygraph test will be needed. Only one. No new information. No, no. What's the thing last name? What's the thing? What's the name of the thing? I think she was talking so fast it came out jumble. Um, I don't know. I gotta take this thing off my phone. It's got too many. It's got too many updates. My phone buzzing and ringing all the time. Matter of fact, I'm gonna delete it now. Delete. I heard the say. I heard her say that too. Anyway, you guys, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to stay on it. We're gonna have to stay on it. Good morning. Cops in Toledo are a joke. Period. Well, you know what? King Hills confirmed dead, but only evidence is a video. Too much BS, but best to believe that they got everything they need to make arrests, just waiting for the right time. Patricia, why would you think that? Patricia Hughes. Florence. Like you live in Florence. Or you say Florence. They mess a lot of cases up in Ohio, so they make sure they have had hard, good evidence. It isn't easy raising children. Tutoring, lack of sleep, and she snapped. Hey, Monique. Much love. Yeah, we're gonna always keep going over it and stuff. We're gonna keep his name alive. I know people be like, oh, well, we just want to go over it, keep going over it, going over it. We keep everybody, because I'm gonna tell you what happens. So on the cupcake case, they just had a like an anniversary, and it says they gave out books and they had little something to drink and eat there. A lot of people came out. They had music and they were celebrating. They gave out balloons and they said never again or something. I think that was the theme is never again. Like they don't want what happened to Cupcake to never happen again. A lot of people showed up that was in the community because the food is free and you get some little gifts or whatever. April was there, Dominique was there, the baby boy was there. I didn't see any of the other family members. Doesn't mean that they wasn't there, you guys. But they were showing it. It came on the news. They also showed it on Facebook. But as far as people following the case, not a lot of people following the case. It's like her name, like her death was just, like she didn't want nobody to say her baby's name, so nobody's, everybody, especially me, I be like, when I hear something, I be like, maybe I shouldn't tell people what's going on or whatever. And so, content creators just go to the next story. They don't say your baby's name. So a lot of people don't get that information anymore. But so there's always good and bad. We can get it right, we can get it wrong. That's what I think, for sure. I think about that baby every day. I look in the blade every day to see if there's an update on his death. The news don't even speak on him. You're the only one keeping that baby's name going. Well, Shelley, when other people's like, you need to shut up, you need to go do some investigating. Our thing is this is the conversation room. We come in here, we discuss things, whether it's wrong, right, or whatever. We discuss it. I said, y'all hear what I hear? Or you see what I see? You guys know my eyes is not good, my ears not good. We gonna listen. Let's listen again. I'm gonna listen some more. I said, ooh, let me see if everybody else can hear what I hear or whatever. Not trying to get nobody angry, upset. Just this baby stays on my mind. He stays on my mind. You know, there's a lot of people, there's groups that want to know what happened to this baby. And I don't blame them. Now they talk about everything else, but they want to know, just did he pass away? Think about it. Did he pass away that particular day that they found him in the pool? Did he drown? Did he drown by the pool? You know, did they take the baby? And I mean, did he drown because he couldn't get in there himself? But somehow he was in the pool. Like, we may not ever get to know what actually happened, because ain't nobody gonna come and say, I kept him at my house and da 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 da. They think it's something to sit back and be like, we a family, we stay loyal. That's what they said in the Talia case. We stay loyal. It's a 5-year-old that's gone. What are you talking about? I don't get it, you guys. I don't get it. Make sure you guys go to treyz.com/closet/Nora915. Tori says, I'm subscribed to Toledo's news channel to not miss an update on Braylen. Well, Nevaeh, Adam, Cherie, Braylen, it was beautiful how everyone came together in South Carolina to find them, and they were found not the way we wanted to find them. Wanted, but they were found and laid to rest. Nope, he was dead already. Kathleen said, nope, he was dead already. Well, wouldn't you be surprised if they say no, he wasn't? Would you be surprised if he wasn't gone that day? Would you be surprised? How they think King Hill case is over and they not recover the body. I don't know what they doing up east. Yes, this is a whole baby that can't nobody explain what happened to him. Just don't make no sense. Hold these people accountable. You know, I just want justice for Braylen and King. Hey Zadie, how you doing? Just got off work, grilling, cooking my Sunday dinner. Glad to be on the chat. We were just chilling. Actually, we're getting ready to get off of here. I just wanted to bring something and say, you guys, is this what she say or is it not what she say? So some people's like, no, SP, that's not what she said. Okay. Okay. Oh no, God will do it. Yes, he will. And my dog is snoring. He was like, do you guys sleep and feel this baby's presence when you sleep? Like, you see his smile, you know? I don't know. I don't like seeing evil in these parents before the truth. LaKendra, I don't know if it's evil. All the time. God is good. I wouldn't be surprised. I still feel that she was talking to someone in particular when she said, I won't be mad, call my phone in her news interview. Can't can't believe I can't hear the dog snore. Can't believe you can't hear him snoring? He right here. You know my husband just left. Here. you something else. Anyway, yeah. You know, family, Patricia says, listen, one baby at a time. Baby Braylen had early stages of decomposition, so from just his head and the top of his chest, they hid that baby and put him in the pool. I want to update on all these cases. SP Deja, they know what happened to Braylen. They brought him to her dead. I really believe that I can hear it in the 911 tape. What are you saying, April? He can win award for that snort. Yes, he can. I see Braylen in my sleep. I saw the house of the day funeral home had Braylen body, but no details, so I guess he was cremated. I think about King Hill a lot. Also, Cupcake and Malia Davis for days now. Braylen just making me mad. I think he was dead before she called. I hear him snoring like a grown man. Yeah, some people think, they be like, SP, you over there cheating because I know your husband just left to go to work. Yeah, he snores all the time. He keeps me woke. I did with Harley Dearly. I hope they clear this case and get her arrested like they did Malia Bass case in Jesus' name. Well, what if she didn't kill? What if she didn't do anything? See, there's one thing about anybody can say, I can be saying what I want to say or whatever. But one thing I don't do, I don't I don't accuse someone of doing something that horrific. I can't. Because once you say something like that, I've never. I've never. I mean, because I wasn't there. I don't know. Even if they had proof or something, she get locked up or something, they have to say what they did. I just can't do it on nobody. I would hate to be accused of killing my own kid, and I didn't. I may think that something like that done happen, but I will never say it. I would never say it because, yeah, because I tell you what, you talk about ruining somebody's life. That's the worst thing you can do. Lily says she is responsible anyway. Why isn't she in jail for something? I don't know. Only thing I was saying is, I say, y'all, look at this. Don't this look like the people be like, oh, SP at it again. Because she posted a picture of the baby and her laying there. And I just said to myself, I said, wow, I mean, he doesn't even move. And she's speaking really lightly, like, Braylen, wake up. It's 8:02. Braylen, wake up. And, when I'm laying down, when I'm asleep, not everybody sleep the same. Trust and believe, not everybody sleep the same. But when I'm asleep or something, I can hear around me. I can. I'm just saying I can. And even though that I'm still asleep, I would talk or I would move or I would flinch or I would just, or whatever, you know. Yeah, I'm just saying that's for me. So when he didn't move or something, I said, could he already be deceased on that, And because she said, I'm not ready to accept what it is. She's not ready to accept it. Well, maybe when she made the video, she wasn't ready to accept it. And everybody says, SP, you're wrong. Well, I tell you what if that autopsy come back and shows that he was deceased, whatever day, a week before she made the phone call. but she got the video of him. Then everybody would sit back and be like, well, 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 I guess SP was, because I'm just looking at some things that could be a possibility. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust nobody when it comes to these kids. I just look at possibilities. I didn't say it was. I said it could. And I don't point my finger. Now, I let everybody else do all that. All that. What they want to say was SP say. I tell you what. I guarantee you won't see SP say, you did this. Now, you ain't going to hear me say that because I don't know what you did. That would be terrible. That would be just downright terrible. I don't know. Even if you said you did it, I may think that you might be covering up for somebody, Nita says, I'm like that too. My cell phone vibrate can wake me up. Yeah, yeah. You hear noise or something, you'll flinch or your eyes will flutter or you moan or you just move a little bit. I didn't see no movement. Everybody said, oh, now then you'll think. Then you'll think and say, maybe she couldn't let him go right then and she was just spending her last time with him. It wouldn't be so gross if that's what she was doing. It would be pretty much like she lost it, you know? And then maybe grandmother talked to her and said, we got to let him go or whatever. She wasn't ready. Remember that one young lady that was in Texas? I can't remember the little girl's name, but the baby was dead. And I don't know how the baby died. She said something about her boyfriend giving the baby a bath, and then next thing you know, he put her out the house. Then she spent the night in a vacant apartment complex, and the next morning said something about the baby, whatever, but something had happened. Next thing I know, the baby ended up in the closet. They put the baby in the closet, and then they went over to their friend's house or something, and they were gone for the whole weekend. The baby was in the closet. Then the family member came over and was like looking for the baby. Found the baby dead in the closet. They called the police and 911. She just wasn't ready to let the baby go. But then when they get down there to the police department, she gonna turn around and say, first she said he did it. And he was like, she was in jail. She said he did it. Then he turned around and said, no, I didn't do it. You did it. I can't remember that baby, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You could talk to a newborn baby in the sleep, and that baby is going to move. Yeah. And I'm not saying that he could be where he was just dead to the world sleep, but I'm just saying it could have been a possibility. I'm not going to knock it, but if it is, you know. She said I could hear a pin drop in my sleep. Tory Stocks, yes. Any means, I'll put my life on the line. I've done it before without a blinking. Anyway, you guys, we got 30 seconds. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go lay it down. Baby Braylen was so beautiful every day. There is women in jail for child neglect or child abuse in South Carolina. DSS will be at your door. Right then, it don't matter if it's 12 a.m. last night. They were at the neighbors. Really? Yeah, he could have died in his sleep. He could have died in his sleep. Yeah. It's crazy all these unfit people getting blessed with these babies just to get taken. Well, you guys, I thank God she's not my daughter. She and everybody in that house would have to tell me something. It was my grandson. Well, it's really sad. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. I just wish something comes up. I really do. Bye, everybody. And thank you guys for the super chat. You guys know what? Sharon says Braylen died in his sleep. Well, you know what? There's something that I want to share with you guys before I get off. And so we're talking to this guy named Vinny. And Vinny has a video. Vinny has a video of him at the um, at the gravesite where his daughter is buried. You know, they had a funeral for her, and he's at the gravesite, and you know, there's something that he says in his video. No, he didn't. He was crying all that morning. It's something in his video that he says that haunts me, but it's so true and it's so realistic. He says she shouldn't be here, and he's looking all around at all the other people that's buried in that gravesite, and he says my daughter should not be here. You know what I'm saying? He says that my daughter should not be here. Think about it. I'm gonna show y'all that clip. I'll get it today. You probably go over there and get it before I get it to you. But I'll get it today. And that part when he's saying, my daughter should not be buried in this graveyard underneath all this dirt. My daughter should not be here. Anywhere else, but she shouldn't be in this grave. She shouldn't be here. And you know, I get it. That's why I don't tell people to grieve or how to grieve. That's why I don't sit there and point fingers. I don't do it. Because his daughter shouldn't be there. Some people don't get it. But there's no numbers. What do you mean, Lily? What do you mean there's no numbers? No parent should be bearing a child. Hey, River. How you doing, River? That is that is so it's so bad. I would be so mad. All right, 777. I would be so terribly mad if my baby, my grandbaby was taken and I'm at the gravesite. I would be so mad. No, I wouldn't be mad at God because I know it is what it is because it's what He allowed it to be. But, you know, I'm just saying I would be so angry that, and, you know, I know everything has its own time and place and everything. I get that. I get it. But, um, you know, these babies are so innocent. And over all of it, grown-ups need to stop, you know, trying to, you know, do something productive. Do something positive in your life. You know, bring something to the table. Bring a positive or something. Bring a smile on a child's face, or go give them some candy. Go buy some candy and give them some candy or something. You know, instead of you said this word, you didn't spell this right. You not a good. You know, reach out and help a mother or something. You know, it ain't gotta be your kid. You don't know if you babysitting that kid saved that child's life. Somebody asks you to watch the kid, you know you're not going to hurt it or something. Go ahead and watch the kid or something. Yeah, stop being so hard on each other. I see a lot of people angry at the mama. You know, I'm angry, but I don't know who to be angry to. Do she know? Do she? I think, yeah, she gotta know. She gots to know. I'm telling you, she gots to know whether she told a lie or she just can't come to grips with it or whatever. She knows. Yep. SP drugs were definitely involved, and he did ingest something, and they are afraid to come forward. Patricia, why you say that? Why you say that like a fact? Why you say that, Patricia? You guys, we family. We can talk about it. People get mad or whatever. Love is what we all need. Yeah. See, I haven't even got angry with the mother. I just believe that you can, if you say you love this baby, and I'm speaking like if Dejanay was right here in front of me. Dejanay, so if you say you love this baby, just tell the freaking truth. What happened? You love the baby? If there was an accident, just say it and quit playing around. You're making things worse. When they do find out, then it's going to be like, oh, I didn't know what to do. But you know right now that you're lying. Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Yeah, we're going to talk about it for 10 minutes, but at least we can have respect for you being the mother that something happened, something went wrong. Something literally just went wrong. And you guys got into something like panic or whatever. And yeah, you didn't know what to do. If you don't want to add everybody in the equation, just take it on yourself. We panic. I don't really want to talk about it because it takes me to a dark spot. But yes, the baby was already gone, and it, maybe, yeah, I don't know. Just tell the freaking truth. Let me tell you something. I'd rather sit in a cell for 10, 20, 30 years because I may not cause the death of my child, but I'm just going to tell the truth. People just don't want to serve nothing because you remember what Simone said? There's really cruel people out in this world because they're selfish. They thinking about themselves. You don't want people to say you're a bad mother. Maybe what you did was not as a good decision. Okay? Look at April. She didn't make a good decision. I still ain't said nothing bad about April's parenting. You know? But if she dropped the baby off, she dropped the baby off. Some people say she need to go to jail for this. She need to go to. I ain't say she need to go to jail for anything. I just said it was a bad decision. That's all. Anger is the first part of grieving. But Valerie, do you not know that in the grieving process, the stages of the grieving process, it doesn't come in any kind of order. It can it that's one thing I learned, that the grieving process it doesn't have an order that it goes into. Valerie, did you know that? And some it may take a long time. Purple and Ghost say, how do they sleep at night? I don't know. River said the truth will set you free. We were all taught you have to deal with the consequences you serve, or they're self-centered people. Grieving is a very complicated thing. Nashville said, I didn't know that. Yeah, It don't go in no certain order. They say when you do the grieving process, it can come in any kind of order. You can, so that's what's so weird about the grieving process. The cemetery is for the old, not the young. Yeah, it has no order and can jump around back and forth. Yeah, and it can come 2 or 3 different times too. You can be sad, then you can be happy or something, accepted, then you angry again, then you accept it again, then you angry now you trying to bargain in, then you can be angry again, and you never get to and then some people are like that's depression. The mind is something that it's almost like the blood. There's no way you can define what it'll do, what it think, how it thinks. You got no control over it. You just don't. It thinks what it sees and all this stuff. Tracy says, I still cry 20 years later. Yeah. You think you over it and you good. Next thing you know, you see you done hollered at somebody and you don't even know why you hollered. You crying. You all over the place crying and stuff. Yep, sometimes I get kind of depressed, get sad about my mama. Then next thing I know, I'm good. I get sad. I think about my brother and I start crying or something and I blame myself. And then after that, I'm like, well, I'm so glad he's not here no more. Then I'm sad again. Then, I don't know. But one thing I do know is, um, it is what it is. And, we're gonna pray for Dejanay, and her family. But, and some people be like, well, I pray for them. They all lying. They all sticking together. They lying. I pray for them because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. She said you cannot skip it because otherwise it will mess you up in the future. Yeah. It will definitely, you know. I don't know you guys. And I think that's why we be looking at these cases and wanting to hear some more information because we haven't got closure. We're like, Braylen, we're your family. And people be like, oh no, we're his family or we're his voice. Or everybody wants to be the voice for the baby because you haven't got closure. But sometimes I think this too, you guys, and I'm gonna get off of here, but I done said that 3 times. But I do, I be thinking the Lord be saying, let the dead bury the dead, and I know that's harsh, but can we love on the kids that are still here? Can we love on the ones that are here? It's not too late. We can't give Braylen no graham cracker cookies. We can't give Braylen, that smile, or we can't give him a ride, a ride on a bike or a balloon or a cord because he's already gone. But there's other kids out here that you can give them a piece of candy or give them a ride on a bike or something and I think that's why, Peggy, we haven't had closure. She said, I would never have closure over my 7-year-old. Never. Yeah, we got to share in that love, one another that's here. But we want to say how bad Dejanay is, and then our neighbor come over. We won't even smile at the kids. Like, get out of my yard. I'm calling the police. That loud music and looking at your color. You know, I don't allow white people over here, and I don't allow black people over here, and I don't want you dating that boy because of this and because of that. And but we want to say something negative about Dejanay. Man. All right, you guys. And I'm speaking to myself because I try to smile and help and be there and stuff. So that's why I always tell everybody, be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Hey, this is SP. Who's calling?
Hey, this is Mr. Alpha Bellflower. Yeah, I was just saying, I know grieving, it don't have no kind of order, and it don't have a date or time stamp or how long. That's when I talked to Benny the other night, because he was so angry, and I said, well, that's some people's first part of grieving is to be angry. Even though my daughter was not killed, she had a rare disease. And my thing was, I was angry with God. I was like, I told you about that. And I said, so he was saying he can't cry. And I said, it's best to cry so he can't tell you how to grieve, but you can tell his anger and his hurt is raw.
Right.
So that's what I was telling him. Angry is your first sign of, because you want his ready to shot. And so mine wasn't. So I don't know.
Let me get off of here, you guys. Because it wants to shake it up. It wants to shake it up. Thank you guys for the super chat. I want to thank Audrey and Miss Patchett. Audrey and Miss Patchett. And Miss Patchett. Thank you guys for the super chat. All right, River, call me later. Uh-oh, hold on. Somebody text me. Can you show the policy on the YouTube? I did not understand your last name. Man, I'm going to bed. All right, you guys. She says, I'm crying right now. Oh, Zena. Bye. People don't understand YouTube. They don't understand YouTube. See, that be like, you. I'm finna go to bed. All right, you guys. Be good. Be safe. Be nice to each other. I'll do a super chat dance. For the 2 people that gave us a super chat, that's what we do. Do the super chat dance and get on out of here. Because I'm going to bed. I'm trying to, you know how sometimes, like, you do a video and YouTube will take the chat out? I don't take the chat out. I like people to go over the chat. They have the reason why. There ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm not gonna try to look for it. I'm trying, but I ain't gonna worry about it. I want to thank Audrey for her super chat and Miss Patchett for her super chat. Hey, I'm not gonna worry about it. Release. Shake it up. Shake it up. Stir the pot. Stir the pot. Stump it out. Stump it out. Stump it out. Stump it out. Release. 777, I ain't gonna worry about it either. Baby. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Watch over everybody in the chat and the people that's in the bushes. Watch over their children. Bring this baby home that we're looking for that's in Baltimore, Lord. Bring her home. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. You're awesome, God. And I trust you, Lord. Won't he do it? April said, hashtag we don't care over here. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? You guys, you know what? I know sometimes we think that these stories end in a bad way, and to us it do. But you know, the God we serve is a good God, and you know what? Sometimes it is what it is, cause that's the way He said it, and I trust and I still love Him, and only Him. I trust Him with everything, no matter what, no matter what, you guys, no matter what. All right, you guys, be good, be safe, and be nice to each other.